Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I'm Dr. Abdul Basit Malik, and what a weather! Enjoying the weather, talking to you. Today, the topic will be quite different, but it is important for general human health for all of us to consider. And the topic is about the relationship. So, human beings, we are born as a relationship of a man and a woman, our parents, biological parents, mom and dad, father and mother. And mostly, most of us, they are not born alone, but we have siblings, brothers, sisters, sometimes stepbrothers, stepsisters, and that's how life goes on. That's how societies are created. That's how we interpret our lives, and we go on with our lives. Then comes the social norms, then comes the religious we are taught by our parents, and we opt it. And this is all going on into human mind and brain. Our learning process, the cognitive functions of brain, they start learning these things. They start observing the things which are surrounding us, the atmosphere, the people, and similarly, when we grow, go to school, move into the community, into the society, we have friends, we have fellows, we have associates, and we start adjusting with them, compromising with them. These are all the behaviors we are taught to. Then there are rules, principles like truth, like honesty, like fairness. Some of them they are told by our parents, some of them they are taught by our teachers, some of them they are taught by our elders, priests, the religions we follow, the beliefs we have, our society we live. So human personality is by all means a complex of everything. And now starting from the parents, they care us, they gave us birth, they nourish us, nurture us, and we observe and we learn what is absolute care and what is an unlimited love. And that is what we learn from our parents. They love us from the depth of their hearts, from the core of their hearts. They nourish us, and we experience the feeling of love from them. We memorize the feeling of love coming out of them. And in the coming days of our life, we standardize love from that perspective, from the perspective of our learning, from the love of our parents. So, next, we are growing with our siblings. When we are children, we have sisters, brothers. They are different sexes. They behave differently. They communicate with us differently. Sometimes they are fighting with us. Sometimes they are not. Sometimes they are playing with us. Sometimes they are not. So, a change or an ongoing change in human behavior, that's what we learn from them, and that's how we make our adjustments. Now, as we grow older, we move out of our homes, we go into the schools, we go into universities, and many a times, some of us or most of us, we move away from our parents for the reasons of job, for the reasons of education, for different reasons. And there is a little physical disconnectivity with them. Does this physical disconnectivity harm us? It has impacts on our health? Yes, that's true. This disconnectivity has impacts on our general health, on our emotional health, and even also on our physical health. When I was studying integrative nutrition from Institute of Integrative Nutrition, New York, I had a speaker there, and they were talking about a research done in the United States, somewhere in Florida or California. I forget exact place, but it was about that a cardiologist went for a vacation into a small town, and he was walking on the street and he found a family physician clinic. He went there and he offered his services because he was free. He offered the family physician that he will be happy to help if someone is having a cardiac problem and he wants his advice. He will give him a free advice. And for his astonishment, the physician told that, in fact, in this small village or town of about 5,000 population, no one is suffering from any cardiac problem. And he was astonished. He said, "How comes? How is this possible?" Then, after his vacations, he came again for a research, and he found that most of the people in this town, they are from somewhere from Italy. Their origin is from Italy. So they took different tests and there was no signs of any cardiac problem. Blood pressures were normal and all their chemistries were okay. So then he found a similar population of the same origin, of the same people in somewhere else in the United States, and they were having all the issues from cancer to blood pressure to cardiac problems. So he said that, oh, this is not a genetic preponderance, that they are genetically different, that's why they are not having these diseases. So what was the difference? Was the difference in their diet and food? And he observed that they were eating like all the other people, like all the Americans. They were eating everything. They were drinking alcohol, they were sorry, they were having wines, whiskeys, beer, eating junk, eating everything, but they were healthy. So what was the distinguished quality they had? And the distinguished thing they had was that they were very much close to each other. They were very much communicative. Everyone, when he was coming off their work, from their office, they were not going straight away to their own home and sitting and eating and cooking, but they were reaching to someone related to them. Sometimes they were going to sisters, daughters, brothers, aunts, uncles, having some time spending with them, having a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, sometimes having a dinner with them. Every day, this was their everyday routine. They were not doing a lot of exercises, they were not doing a lot of gym, but they were seeing each other on everyday basis. And at the weekends, they were having family get-togethers. Every weekend they were having family get-togethers, like a party somewhere where 4 or 5 families, they were joining each other, they were together. And the conclusion was that a human interaction with relatives and family on a daily basis makes you healthy. No matter what is your food, no matter what is your diet. So where it comes from? Definitely it comes from some hormones, some enzymes, some substances which love generates in us, which love generates from our brain, from our autonomic nervous system, from our hormones glands. So do not forget to have your family close to each other. Try to see your relatives, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, or get communicated with them, and you will find a grave difference in your mental, intellectual, social, physical, all sorts of health. Thank you very much. If you like the discussion, if you like it, please subscribe the channel and follow me at Healthy Weight Loss, Dr. Abdul Basit Malik. Thank you.